change requires change. I'm looking around and I'm dealing with certain people who are crying about change. They desire some different things in their lives, and yet they're not cleaning up. They're not putting in the time and the effort to change some things. And what's happening is they're experiencing repeat performances of previous situations, previous outcomes even. And I'm praying that's not me. I'm praying that that's not me. I'm praying it's not you too. But I know that it seems that sometimes we do have to repeat certain lessons, but I'm really paying attention to the cleanliness aspect. Cleanliness in terms of getting rid of the old wine and really and truly even the old wine skins, if it comes down to that. What does that scripture say about putting new wine in old wine skins? We're warned about that because we know the new wine will have to expand, and the old wine skins just won't be able to contain the new. And so it's best to allow for all the newness that the Most High allows in our lives. Let me say that once again in case it's not clear. We have to allow, or in other words, embrace the newness that the Most High allows in our lives. So then, it behooves us to not try to hold on to the old stuff, the old mindsets, the old relationships, the old patterns of behavior, the old speech patterns even, the old spirits. Let's just get to the root of it because it's all a spirit. So we have to be willing to embrace what the Most High is showing us, what He's opening the door to. So if He's allowing you to shed the old, shed it. Just let it go. Just let it go. Take it from me. Just let it go. If He's allowing you to let it go, let it go. It may be somewhat hurtful. I don't think I enunciated that. To some degree, it may be, but He gets you past all the hurt. He does not set us up for failure. So if He's telling you to let it go, He knows that, he knows the level of pain that you may experience. He even knows the level of resistance and reluctance that you may put forward. But He'll get you through it because you're His. You are His. You belong to Him, and He is trying to take you where you have got to go. In fact, He is going to take you there. Now, it's just a matter of whether you go easily or you go kicking and screaming. If you go kicking and screaming, you're going to only cause pain to yourself. I'm going to give you this example regarding that. When I was going through my divorce almost 10 years ago, and I was dealing with what divorce looked like because I never had that up close and in person in my life. I come from a family where they stayed together till death did they part. I'm talking about my grandparents, my parents. I didn't understand divorce. So I'm dealing with that aspect, but I was also dealing with the fact that the Most High was pulling on the calling that He had in my life too, and was telling me to just trust Him through the whole process, not to focus on my ex, just focus on Him because He was working on me. I was going through that. I was also looking at how the court system was handling children in divorce, and also how the court system handles the money, through child support and all of that stuff, and just seeing a lot of the imbalance, a lot of what was not fair, a lot of what was not right, but yet hearing the Most High say, look, I've got you. And He was giving me some instructions that did not make sense at the time. But boy, do they make sense now, these instructions. And here's what it boils down to. I had gotten to a point where I was just so done, just so tired, that I said, Father, if You wanted me to leave this earth right now, I wouldn't fight You. I'm just tired. I'm done. I'm tired because it felt like it was just an uphill battle. Everything I did seems like it just wasn't working. Relationships with my children deteriorating. Didn't want to talk to my spouse, and my ex-spouse that is, and she wasn't of the type of mindset and spirit where I could even talk to her to try to, just get through things amicably. And again, the court system definitely wasn't on my side, and going through a lot of stuff at work, where they were changing up everything with everybody's position. So everybody's position was being threatened as well. And again, I'm going through the spiritual transformation also, not understanding all of it. And so when I spoke to the Most High in prayer, saying, look, if you want me to just give up the ghost and be done with it, I'm cool with it. He showed me something. He allowed me to go into a vision, and he showed me something. And at the conclusion of it, I told him, look, no, I don't want to give up. I don't want to leave, but I need you to carry me through this because I don't know how to do it on my own. And he basically reassured me that he's got me. But here's the key. Here's the key about the resistance. He spoke to my heart very specifically and said, the pain that you're feeling is because you keep resisting me. That struck a chord. That was almost 10 years ago, and it still resonates with me now. The pain that you're experiencing, the troubles that you're going through internally, perhaps even externally, that's a reflection of you resisting me. So what did I learn to do over the course of years? I learned to take my hands off. Say, Father, just as Yahudah said, nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. Thy will. And help me to get out of the way. Even when I don't believe, help thou my unbelief. Help me to be where I'm supposed to be in you, so that things work out smoothly and properly with no resistance, no reluctance coming from me, because I don't desire the pain. I don't desire the punishment. That's why I'm trying to live in such a way that I don't end up in hell. Even if for whatever reason it doesn't turn out that way, I guarantee you this, I am going to try with everything that the Most High has given me to live according to his will and his way, so that that is not my final determination. I'm not trying to burn. I'm not trying to burn here. I'm not trying to burn there. And yeah, we go through things in this life, but he gets us through. He who promised never to leave us, never to forsake us. So clean up whatever he's telling you to clean up. Let go of whatever he's telling you to let go of, because it's good for us when we're obedient to him. It takes away a lot of that resistance from us, which is really rebellion. That's what it boils down to, is rebellion. And so if you rebel against the Most High, yeah, expect to get your booty spanked, because it's going to get spanked, and it's not going to be spanked in a way that some of you think you like your booty spanked. Nah, all of that flesh aside, you're going to get hurt. So don't even play that game with him, all right? I mean, for real, don't play the game with him. He's not the one for that. He teaches us to just drop the games. Those who worship him must worship him how? In spirit and in truth. So clean up the stuff that he's allowing you to clean up. Even if it's some physical cleaning that you need to do in your house, around your house, getting rid of old stuff that you know you don't need to be holding on to. Let that stuff go. Some of that stuff represents old idols anyway. You know, you're talking about memories. Some of that stuff that's idols to a large degree. And like I said, the stuff from past relationships and all that, of course, take the lessons of those relationships with you. Take the lessons, but put the lessons in the context of Scripture, so that you're then built up from those lessons, never to repeat that stuff again. But in terms of all the pain and not wanting to go forward with relationships, I can raise my hand to that, because he's been dealing with me on that. You know, not wanting to go forward, and he's showing you something new, and he's telling you that the new is better. Try to get to better. Fight within yourself. Fight against yourself to get to better. Clean up. Now unto him who is able to keep us from falling, and to present us faultless before his presence with exceeding joy, to the only wise Yahudah, be all esteem, all honor, all dominion and authority, all power, all glory. In Yahushua's name. Amen.